Street Trash 2024, directed by Kruger, is a reimagined take on the 1987 cult classic, blending grotesque body horror, dystopian themes, and dark humor to deliver a visceral cinematic experience. Set in a dystopian future where societal decay and corruption have reached their peak, the film weaves a compelling narrative about survival, resistance, and the human spirit. The film opens in Cape Town, South Africa, in the year 2050. Society has fractured into two distinct groups: the ultra-wealthy, who live in towering, pristine skyscrapers, and the homeless, who occupy the filthy underbelly of the city. The middle class has all but disappeared, a casualty of decades of economic collapse and political corruption. Mayor Clive Mostert, the film's primary antagonist, is a shrewd and manipulative politician who has devised a sinister plan to rid the city of its homeless population. His weapon of choice? A synthetic drug called Viper. Marketed as a cheap escape for the poor, Viper's true purpose is far more sinister. It causes users to mutate grotesquely before dying in excruciating ways. The opening scene is a harrowing montage of Viper's effects. Homeless individuals convulse, their bodies melting into neon-colored goo. These scenes are both shocking and grotesquely mesmerizing, setting the tone for the rest of the film. The camera pans to a desolate junkyard, home to a group of misfits who serve as the story's protagonists. Alex reveals that she escaped from a facility where Viper was being distributed en masse. She witnessed firsthand the drug's horrific effects and stole a vial containing evidence of its true nature. Rat King wants her silenced, but Ronald, driven by a sense of reluctant morality, agrees to protect her. The first act builds tension as the group evades Rat King's henchmen while uncovering Mayor Mostert's involvement in the Viper scheme. Chef deciphers the chemical formula on the vial and discovers its intended purpose: a mass extermination tool disguised as a recreational drug. The stakes are raised when the mayor deploys drones to release Viper gas across homeless enclaves. The junkyard becomes a battleground as the group fights off both the drones and Rat King's goons. In a pivotal sequence, Ronald devises a plan to hijack one of the drones and reprogram it to expose the mayor's corruption. This mission is fraught with danger and costs Chef his life. In a tragic yet darkly humorous scene, Chef's body mutates in a horrific display of bubbling flesh and exploding limbs, sacrificing himself to save the others. The group's dynamics shift after Chef's death. Ronald becomes more determined, Alex grows closer to the group, and even the usually detached 2-bit begins to show signs of courage. The climax sees the group infiltrating the mayor's high-security headquarters. Using the stolen drone, they project a recording of the mayor's confession and the effects of Viper onto the city's largest digital billboard. The final showdown between Ronald and Mayor Mostert is a tense, brutal affair. The mayor, driven mad by his own greed, injects himself with a concentrated dose of Viper, transforming into a monstrous figure. In a grotesque and symbolic fight, Ronald defeats the mayor, but not without sustaining fatal injuries. As dawn breaks over Cape Town, the riots have subsided, and the citizens have dismantled the drones. The surviving members of the junkyard group stand together, mourning their losses but hopeful for the future. The final scene shows Alex, now a leader among the homeless, addressing a crowd. She promises to rebuild their community and fight for a better society. The camera pans out to reveal the city's skyline, scarred but alive, as the credits roll. Street Trash 2024 explores themes of class disparity, systemic oppression, and the resilience of the human spirit. It critiques the dehumanization of marginalized communities while celebrating the power of unity and resistance. Kruger's direction blends the grotesque body horror of the original with a vibrant, cyberpunk-inspired aesthetic. The practical effects are a highlight, particularly the vivid, neon-colored mutations caused by Viper. The film's gritty cinematography and pulsating electronic score enhance its dystopian atmosphere. Street Trash 2024 is a bold, unflinching exploration of societal decay. Its blend of horror, humor, and social commentary offers a thought-provoking experience that resonates with contemporary audiences.